So, today we are going to be working on the road to Fa Jing. And Fa Jing, my understanding, means explosive power. Explosive power. And this explosive power comes from the earth. So we're going to do a series of movements, exercises, that help you to build that connection, that relationship, isobo, connectivity, to build that relationship with the earth so that your power is always coming from the earth, or is always operating in relationship to the earth. Let's put it that way. Okay? Little boy. Okay. So, the first thing is standing. One of the old masters say there are three main trials that students go through in trying to master the art of standing. One is the trial of discomfort. Try to stand in correct posture for 10, 15, 20 minutes if you haven't been used to doing it, or if your posture is incorrect. Your knees are going to shake, your lower back may hurt, your legs will get tired, stuff is going to happen. And that's good, because those things that you feel, those discomforts that you feel, are really your body saying to you, no, this is not it. You have to make an adjustment somewhere. Make an adjustment. There's tension somewhere. There's misalignment somewhere. You're out of structure somewhere. And that's why I'm giving you this pain signal. This signal that something is wrong by shaking your leg or causing some pain in your lower back. So if you feel those things, that's good. That's not a problem. You just make the correction. So the first trial is the trial of discomfort. The second trial is the trial of fire. When you make this connection, especially when you're doing standing Qigong type exercises, standing exercises, moving the energy, if you're not moving it properly, and basically that's like when you first start, first few weeks, first few months, whatever, your feet are going to get hot. Those of you who've been training with me for a while, training with Seifu Andrew, you've experienced this in the Qigong class, and we do Qigong in the Kung Fu class. You've experienced this fire in the feet. That's the second trial. That will go away once you become more adept at moving the energy, releasing the energy through the feet, through the kidney meridian, and building this relationship between you and the earth of energy flow, so that you don't get the fire that comes with energy stagnation. Okay, that's the second thing. Fine. The third is the trial of boredom, or lack of patience. Because when the fire in the feet goes away and the discomfort in the body goes away, you have achieved good alignment, good structure in the body, and you've achieved control over the energy flow. It's not stagnating in the feet. It's not building up in the feet. You're actually getting it from the earth and releasing it back into the earth. So that's a good thing. What happens is when the student reaches that point, they tend to say, this is boring. All I'm doing is just standing. So the masters say it's at that point that you're about to make the greatest discoveries that come from standing meditation. Okay? So we start there. Stand how? We use two stances. Wu Chi, shoulder width apart, or universal stance, shoulder width apart. If I drop my, just let my arms swing down from my shoulders with no direction for them. Just let them go. They brush the outside of my thigh. So I'm about shoulder width apart in my stance. My feet are parallel to each other. Not toes turned in, not toes turned out, not slew-footed, but pretty much parallel to each other, without there feeling like there's a significant strain in the ankle in any direction. So we don't turn them in, we don't turn them out. Okay. The second stance is shoulder width and a half apart. So here, in this stance, here, okay, universal stance, or Wu-Chi. Notice I've turned my thumbs in and my palms back, right, to create this kind of triangle between the shoulder, the elbow, and the hand. Those joints are completely relaxed. The second stance, I want to just make that about shoulder width and a half apart. Not too wide, not just outside of shoulder width, a little bit more than that, shoulder width and a half apart. And I want to be in a position in that stance, knees are bent, sitting back, where I feel my weight going down into the earth vertically, as opposed to pushing out to the sides. There are times when this is important. There are times when this, pulling the knees in, is valuable. What we're doing now, a little more than shoulder width and a half about, and you want to feel the weight sinking directly down into the earth. Stance. High horse, universal. Wu-Chi, high horse. And again, we turn the palms back, thumbs are about at the seam of the pants or the center of the leg. Just standing in this position, you will feel, after a while, energy flowing wherever you send it. But let's start with your palms. You just want to feel energy flowing into the palms. And you felt this, you've been following along when you did the Damo system. We can just hold certain positions. Get energy to flow because the mind is sending the energy in that direction. So the first, what I want you to practice first, don't worry so much about the second stance right now. What I want you to practice is the universal stance. Wu-Chi. Knees are slightly bent, not forward in front of the toes, but slightly bent. Shoulders are relaxed. Rotate the pelvis just a little bit. Don't create any strain. Just rotate the pelvis just a little bit by pulling the navel back toward the lower spine. So mid-neck back toward the lower spine. Okay? Just pull the navel toward the spine slightly. Okay? And rounding the joints between the shoulder and the elbow and the knees. See if you can stand 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And during the standing, use the breathing as a focal point and as the way to carry you into the relaxation and bliss of a meditative state. That way your body can get used to the standing without your mind struggling with it, okay? So standing and you're breathing in through the nose. I like to use Homi-So audibly when I'm training by myself. So I'm gonna breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just just standing, just focusing in on my breathing, experiencing the breath coming in. What does that feel like? Letting it go down into the lower abdomen. I'm going to place my tongue to the roof of my mouth. When I inhale, creating a connection and letting the energy flow down to the lower Dan Chen. Then I'm going to release the tongue and kind of, I said, pull the navel back toward the spine. And doing that, you're contracting toward the pincher or the area around the coccyx. So by doing that, then when you release open the gate between the tongue and the palate, the energy can now flow up the back, the spine, shoulders, out to the arms, across the head, back to the upper palate, and we'll close the gate again on the next inhale. So just a couple of repetitions just to play with it. One more point. As you're standing, you're breathing, you've pulled the navel back toward the spine to increase the stimulation to the coccyx and the lower spine to get that energy flowing up, grand circulation, up the back and to the head, to the shoulders, down the arms, etc. To help facilitate that. When you are exhaling, kind of squeeze the muscles down in the perineum area, like you were trying to hold back, excuse the expression, but hold back a bowel movement or hold back a urination, okay? You know what you would do if you were doing it. You feel this contraction deep down, both, and it's in the buttocks, if that's the area, it's in the lower pelvic area, if it's the bladder that we're trying to control. So, and don't do this very, very gently, just this suggestion, as if, just cross the line of as if, with a little squeeze as you push, send the chi up the spine to distribute it through the body, and then relax it, tongue to the roof of the mouth as you inhale, and picture the breath coming in, the breath that you've sent up the spine, the energy that you've sent up the spine, comes across to the palate, tongue touches, it joins with the new energy that you're bringing in, drops down to the lower Dan Chen. You got a slight contraction there to facilitate the potentiation of chi in the lower Dan Chen. You relax that as you send the energy up the back with a slight contraction of the pincher muscles. Okay, we're going to stop there because they're going to be, maybe 4 or 5 steps. We're going from here, just standing, to, I think you saw me do this once before. We're going from standing to moving, feeling the energy coming from the floor, feeling the energy moving into the arms the way that we want it to, into the arm, into the elbow, into the finger, wherever we want it to go, feeling that energy, taking our time, just really becoming acquainted with it, making isopo, that connectivity, and then reaching the point where from that same experience, that same process of just standing and then feeling the connectivity with the earth, we can come up and, right? So that's where we're going, but we're going to do it in stages so you don't jump ahead and to keep you encouraged so that you don't get bored and leave it to the side like so many students do because they don't understand the 3 trials that come with standing on the road to Fa Jing. Peace be with you and Namaste.